It begins at birth. A certificate is issued, but the date recorded is not the day the baby was born. It is the day the birth was registered. And if you look carefully at the bottom, you'll see the words, "This is not evidence of identity." Why? Because the certificate doesn't represent the living man or woman. It creates a body corporate, a crown-owned legal fiction. From then on, every time you use the surname on that certificate, you act as the agent for that entity. Under agency law, this is impersonation fraud, and it binds you into debts and liabilities that belong to the Crown. This is why, in court, the Crown doesn't see you as a man or woman with rights. It sees you as a ward of the state, representing its corporate property. Registration means transfer of title. Every registered asset, house, car, bank account, even your so-called estate, is Crown property. You hold only equitable title, the right to use, not to own. The way out begins with separation. For centuries, church and state have been distinct jurisdictions. The state governs citizens, the church stands above. And history shows that governments struggle to defeat church structures. The Church of Scientology has survived thousands of legal challenges and prevailed at the European Court of Human Rights. The Amish secured exemptions from compulsory schooling in Wisconsin v. Yoder at the U.S. Supreme Court. The Sovereign Military Order of Malta, without territory, is still recognized as a sovereign body under international law. These are not theories, they are precedents. The Envoy Protocol builds on this proven track record. It combines four powerful, tried and tested components. 1. Separation, renouncing the Crown's name and ending fraudulent agency. 2. Executor authority, correcting the record under the Sestuique Acts of 1666 and 1707 and standing as general executor of the estate. 3. Church envoyship, aligning with the Republic of Old Souls, a 508c(1)(a) church, moving into ecclesiastical jurisdiction above the state. 4. Diplomatic standing, as an envoy, shielded by the Vienna Convention on Diplomatic Relations 1961, with access to international courts like the ECHR and ICC. Together, this dual authority, executor plus envoy, creates the ultimate jurisdictional shield. Now compare this to the strategies promoted by so-called gurus. Affidavits declaring, "I am a living man under God," still treated as the agent of the Crown. Waiving a birth certificate in court, contempt of court. Filing UCC-1 liens, rejected as frivolous. Citing Magna Carta or constitutions, these apply only to Crown subjects. Hiring high-paid lawyers to argue in the Crown's courts, this only signals incompetence, keeps you bound as a ward, and locks you deeper into Crown jurisdiction. All of these fail because they leave you attached to the fraudulent agency of the body corporate. The Envoy Protocol works because it removes that agency entirely. It elevates you into a higher jurisdiction and shields you under trust law, ecclesiastical law, and international treaty law. So here's the choice. Stay as Peter, a powerless ward of the Crown, trapped on the monopoly board. Or become Ian, a church envoy and diplomat, protected above the state, immune from its overreach, and free to live abundantly. The Envoy Protocol is not theory. It is a flagship solution, built on proven models, tested through history, and offering the ultimate jurisdictional shield for those who refuse to be subjects of the Crown.